Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Nicholas Straight and we're here today going to give you guys an update about the cold temperatures that are still coming and also the potential southern snowstorm. We got a big update about that in today's video as well. This is my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Without further ado, let's get right into it with the Euro model. And we're going to look at uh, the radar essentially. So this is today going into tomorrow. We got our two Clipper systems moving out into the Atlantic. So some later, today going into tomorrow, maybe a little more snow from the northeast, but that's about it. And then it'll be mainly quiet across the whole U.S. going through Wednesday. And then as we get into Thursday and Friday, we get another little clipper system that tries to bring some more lake effect snow. And then we get that big system coming down from Canada going into this weekend that's going to potentially bring some snow with it to the northeast. And then we have our next low pressure system down here forming on Saturday down here over in Oklahoma. That's going to bring some more that this low pressure system and this low pressure system here on Saturday are going to bring potential snow and ice throughout the Northeast and Ohio Valley, while we get some scattered showers and storms here in the south. And then as that moves on out, we get another low pressure system that lingers around behind it, and then may potentially brings a nor'easter. Looks like it's just going to be just to the east of where it needs to be for the proper nor'easter, but still rides up the eastern seaboard, bringing tons of snow throughout the eastern seaboard. Is at 540 freezing line, goes all the way down in Texas, and that's going into next Tuesday, so a little over a week out. And as I have to go throughout mid next week, we get another low pressure system that comes throughout Canada, comes down, brings some more lake effect snow that moves out. And then we get another tiny low pressure system bringing maybe just a little bit of rain to Louisiana, not much as that moves on out. And then we get another low pressure system in Canada that just brings some more snow towards Canada. I don't think it's going to be too far to the north to bring lake effect snow. And this is going, so 2 weeks from, this is going 2 weeks from today. We have a low pressure system that's starting to, we're going to have multiple low pressure systems that are forming here, potentially across the U.S. and Canada. This one here is going to bring snow. This low pressure system is probably going to be the main one, bringing ice and snow and then severe weather. And then another low pressure system back here in the Four Corners region as we go throughout 2 Mondays from today. And then going out, bringing potential at the end of the run, bringing snow towards the northeast, and then maybe potentially some ice and some freezing rain towards Kentucky and Tennessee. And this low pressure system is starting to develop down here as well. And that's the end of the Euro model run. We look at the Canadian. Excuse me. The Canadian, of course, we got our two Clipper systems that move on out. That are going to move on out by tonight, and then going into tomorrow, it's going to be fairly quiet for your Wednesday. It's going to be really cold, and then as we go through Thursday and Friday, of course, that low pressure system, we get our two low pressure systems, the one that's bringing snow to the northeast, and of course, our low pressure system down here near Oklahoma, that's going to start to form up as well going into Saturday through Sunday. These two low pressure systems are going to try and connect together here and bring snow throughout the eastern seaboard and Ohio Valley, and just regular thunderstorms throughout the southeast. And those two pressure systems move out by Sunday as we start Monday the 20th. We potentially get another, not, you can barely see it, but down here in the Gulf of Mexico, a very, very weak low pressure system, but still brings potentially some freezing rain, some ice towards the deep south, some snow to the north, and of course thunderstorms everywhere else as that goes from Monday night into your Tuesday next week. So a week from tomorrow. And that snow and ice kind of lingers around as we get that first tiny low pressure and then another actual low pressure that actually forms. And so it's just going to be potentially a few hours of just light freezing rain potentially, as that will move up the easterns out into the Atlantic, potentially bringing a nor'easter to the northeast as we go into next Wednesday and Thursday as that moves out, and then that's the end of the run with the Canadian. Now the GFS model run, we're gonna time and date is up here at the top, and you can see that we get those two clipper systems move on out, no problem. And then as we get into the 16th, really just mainly quiet, just some snow showers. But then the 17th, we start to get that low pressure system start to build over Oklahoma. And then we get that potential severe weather event, but also just severe thunder, maybe not severe, but just regular thunderstorms throughout the south and southeast, and of course to the north and northeast would be the snow, and that's going to move. All that's going to move out here, and then potentially move out by the 19th, and then as we go for the 19th and 20th, we get another low pressure system that tries to form and potentially brings that potential nor'easter up the eastern seaboard, and then out into Canada, and then as we go through the 21st. And this is what I was saying about the snowstorm. The GFS is now seeing a potential southern snowstorm that starts to form up on the 20th, on the 21st, the 22nd, and of course we'll bring snow and ice towards Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida could get some snow, Georgia, the Carolinas, and then kind of go up and out the East Coast, and then of course mainly quiet after that, and then towards the end of the run we get potentially another low pressure system that starts to form up on the 27th of January, and of course that brings potentially some severe weather to the deep south, and then potential snowstorm to the north, and then maybe some ice as well coming towards the deep south and the southeast, and then that's the end of the run. So the GFS, whoops, sorry about that. I don't know why I did that, sorry. So the GFS is showing that on the 21st, 22nd, so the 21st and 22nd, the GFS is showing a potential big snowstorm across the deep south and the southeast. So that's definitely something to watch as you go throughout the 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 weekend next. Now that's going to be next week, and so we will definitely have our eyes on that. So we look at the total snowfall potential according to the GFS, and it's loaded. I had Wi-Fi issues in yesterday's video, but everything's loading a lot faster today. So we take it out in the course through the 16th at 6 a.m. You can see we're getting, of course, some snowfall throughout Michigan and throughout the Northeast, portions of West Virginia getting some snow, and then a little bit of snow over here near the Dakotas. And then if we keep this going all the way to the 20th of January, so we'll take this out to 6 a.m. on the 20th. Of course, we have here on the 20th, the morning of the 20th, which is next Monday. Of course, snowstorm, that big snow system that moves throughout the Northeast. Some heavy rain in the higher elevations in West Virginia. We get some hot spots, some heavy snow from the lake effect snow. And then back over here to the west near Denver and Colorado, we have some snow moving through the area as well. And then if we keep this going, and this is where the southern snowstorm is going to add up, if we keep this going, you can see, even though it shows a potential southern snowstorm, we'll bring this up to midnight on pretty much the 23rd of January. It's mainly going to be the heaviest near Houston potentially, and very light snow for Mississippi. Again, heavy spots of snow for Louisiana. So maybe a dusting through Mississippi, through Montgomery, Alabama, and then of course a dusting in the panhandle of Florida here, And then, of course, along the coast here, from Charleston all the way up towards Virginia Beach, could see near a foot of snow potentially. And if we keep this going out, you could see the snowfall keep adding up for the lake effect snow regions. And then, of course, towards the end of the run, when we get that next snow system to come through. So this is what everything looks like. Of course, the lake effect snow will be a problem up here near Canada and throughout the Northeast. That's where the heaviest snow will be. We also have a portion of heavy snow for the higher elevations in West Virginia and North Carolina, portions of heavy snow for the southeast coast, and then potentially some snow from the southern snowstorm down here as well. And we're also going to look at the total freezing rain. So this is pretty much the end of the run, but I'll bring us back to the beginning. And it's loaded. So we're not going to get any freezing rain all the way through the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th. We don't really get any ice accumulation starting until the 21st down here for our first system that's going to kind of move through and not really bring a lot of ice. We potentially get a little bit of ice near Houston and League City, and then also potentially some freezing rain and ice near Jacksonville, Florida, and extreme portions of southern Georgia as well. Then if we keep this going, we don't really get any more freezing rain until that next system comes through at the end of the run, where we could have isolated heavy ice amounts here in northern Mississippi, near Nashville, and of course up into Kentucky and into West Virginia as well. And then of course the coast here near Baltimore could also, or near Baltimore, near Maryland, sorry, as well. So not a lot of ice, but this in the first system that comes through. But definitely that second system that comes through near the end of January that could bring some ice. So we compare that to what the Canadian model says. If we'll go to the total snowfall. So we'll bring it out through, we'll bring this out to the 17th, and you can see, of course, we get that Clipper system that's going to bring some snow, of course, across the Ohio Valley and Northeast. And we keep this going all the way to we'll go to the 20th. So this is the 20th of January. So this is next Monday morning. Of course, more snow adding up for Ohio and near Pittsburgh, West Virginia. Of course, big snow system heading out toward near Denver, Colorado. Of course, the Rockies out here. And then, of course, more lake effect snow that's constantly adding up. And, of course, a dusting of snow everywhere else. And then we bring it out through that next storm snow system through the 22nd. And you could see the Canadian shows just that's northern Mississippi and extreme southeastern portions of Arkansas will get some snow, and of course more snow adding up throughout the Northeast and the Atlantic regions, and of course bringing it out to the end of the run here. It's just more and more snow adding up from that lake effect snow. Now the Euro model, I don't think I can look at. Oh, I can look at total snowfall with the Euro on here. Perfect. Okay. So this is the Euro model now. We're going to take a look at it for the total snowfall. We'll bring it out to the end of this week. We'll bring it out to Saturday morning. Of course, same thing. More snow for the Northeast and the Ohio Valley. Bring it out towards bring it out to the 21st. More snow for the higher elevations back here in the Rockies. A lot of snow for the Northeast. And then as we keep bringing this out, the Euro does not see that southern snowstorm through the 21st and 22nd like the GFS shows. And no snow down here for the deep south or the southeast. Just more snow for the mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, and then, of course, the Midwest. And then we just bring this out to the end of the run. and just no snow at all for the deep south, and just more and more snow across pretty much the north central United States. Um, Really quick, I want to look at what the euro as well is should be the temperatures. So this is your latest update we're going to give you here with the temperatures. So you can see waking up on Tuesday morning, or tomorrow morning is going to be really cold across the whole entire U.S. It's going to be really cold starting tomorrow. And then as we wake up, go through the day on Wednesday, it's going to be really cold for up here across the Ohio Valley, up towards Minneapolis and Wisconsin. And as we go through the day on Thursday, it's going to be cold's going to kind of shift towards the northeast, but still going to be at or below freezing for portions of the deep south as in the southeast. And then as we go into your Friday, we go into Friday, we get a little bit of warm as that cold air kind of doesn't dive down just yet. But as we go throughout the day, Saturday into Sunday, that's when and this is your temperatures. And that polar air starts to dive down, and we get negative 20s and 30s throughout the west coast or western portions of the United States. And then as we go through Sunday, it pushes down even more on Sunday, and going into Monday morning, where it's going to be in the 20s and teen temperatures for portions of the deep south, the central U.S., going out throughout the northeast. And of course, the Midwest could be seeing negative temperatures as your highs as well. This is your high temperatures. And then going through the day on Tuesday, it's going to be really, really cold Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, pretty much the whole U.S. is going to be feeling teen temperatures or lower. It's going to be really, really freezing cold on next Tuesday on the 21st. Then we keep this going into Wednesday morning. Not as cold as Tuesday, but still really cold. Excuse me. As we go into Wednesday, going into Thursday, it kind of retracts back. And now as we go into Friday, and then Friday morning, it's going to be really cold. As we go into Saturday, it's going to be really cold. But the coldest air is going to be pretty much the Ohio Valley, the Mid Atlantic, and Northeast. That's going to be where the really frigid temperatures are being. But you could see Tuesday is going to be probably the coldest day next Tuesday, the 21st. And then, of course, going back to where we were Friday and Saturday, polar air is going to keep moving out through the northeast. And then potentially here we get at the end of the run with the euro, you could see more cold air pushing down. And you can kind of see the line here and could prompt some severe weather as more polar air tries to push its way down 2 weeks from tomorrow. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay warm, stay weather aware, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.